So our mission is make your money, make a statement. We designed the site for casual investors who want to make sure that the money they're investing is going toward companies that score highly when it comes to environment, sustainability, and human rights issues. We have 3 tasks we want the user to accomplish through our site: educate, investigate, and explore. First up, educate. This is a narrative section designed to give people a background primer on investing basics as well as the basics of socially responsible investing and an understanding of what assessments are currently being made. Once you've read through this, you can move on to investigate. We wanted to create a guided experience for our users so that they can understand key highlights of the data that we have pulled together. We're not going to cover every chart in this section, but we do want to highlight a few. So first up, the Human Rights Campaign. So this is an assessment of policies affecting LGBTQ employees and their families. One thing we noticed was that there are companies making strong year-over-year gains. So we've plotted the change in HRC score from 2016 to 2017 here. We used a divergent color scale because some companies are actually sliding backwards. So as an investor, you can hover over the bars here and get an understanding of which stocks are recommended as a strong buy, so ones that you would want to consider currently buying. So if human rights matter to you, you could look toward the right end of the chart to find a company that has made strong gains. It's also listed as a strong buy. You could also make sure that you potentially avoid the companies that are losing ground in this area. Next, we pulled together data from the CDP report on carbon emissions. So companies are assigned to a performance band here. And so performance band A are the strong performers, those who are doing really well, and it goes down to E. So you can use this dashboard to filter by performance band to get an understanding of the financial performance as well as the overall CO2 emissions of these companies. So you can find a company with a stock price in your price point that also has low CO2 emissions. Next, we looked at the CDP's data on deforestation and water security. So what's important to understand about this chart is, again, investments can either make money or they can lose money. So we're using a divergent color scale to illustrate strong gains or losses. So you'd want to look for dark blue bars, and then you would also want to pair that with companies that are doing well in these areas. So they are listed as not being detrimental and not having water risk. And the chart below for forest ratings works similarly. So up until now, we've looked at stocks. There's also data on mutual funds. And so here we've done a small multiples depiction because mutual funds are broken up into different categories, which are listed on the y-axis, and then they are assessed by the US SIF on different social responsibility metrics. So you would pick a category that matters to you. Maybe it's environment, and then you would look down the line here for the darker dots. So their performance ratings, while not on an ABC scale, are on an ordinal scale, with C and C star being the strongest. And so you would want to look down the metric that matters the most to you, looking for the most dark dots to identify the fund type that might be right for you. So once you move through the investigate section, it's time to explore. We've put together 2 dashboards that will allow you to get into the more granular details that we have of both funds and stocks. And so you can filter by different fund type, or you can look at stocks and filter by different social responsibility metrics that we've discussed here. And once you've done that and explored all of the data that you would like, hopefully you feel like you have enough information to make good investment choices.